Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am back for another one of these vlogs. And today we are here to talk about Certified Lover Boy. And everything that has to do with that Thursday, or what was it, Thursday at midnight? No, or that Friday at midnight, up until now. I'm so sorry that it took me so long to make a video. Just got things going on or whatever. So, basically, I don't want to give you all of that. But today, we're here to talk about this album right here, right? So, let's just get it started. You already saw my review on Donda. By the way, I've had some time to really listen to that album, and it's still skippable as far as that album goes, but I'm gonna get into that. It's still a couple of tracks that are like skippable, but I'm gonna really get into that and divulge into that later on. Let me see here. Let me see. This is just to go into what we're going to be talking about here. We're going to be doing the review, and then we're going to be talking about all the visceral shots that are on this album, and then the variety in the album, and the last is it good compared to Donda? So, just out the gate, like I said, Drake took off the gloves first of all on this entire album. It was so much going on this album that I'm like, damn. Like, even if you're not somebody who's like a fan of Drake, alright, I'm gonna just say it like this. First off, I'm gonna just say it like this. If you're a Drake fan, you'll love this. If you're like a casual, I guess maybe rap fan, you'll probably hate this. Nah, you won't probably. You'll hate this. You'll hate this because this is just the average Drake album to somebody who doesn't like Drake, basically. Alright, so just to keep it honest, this is not. People were complaining or trying to find a reason to hate this album because of, I waited all this time for a Drake album, and Drake is not talking about worldly things that are going on, climate change, the plight of the whole entire nation, and all this other stuff. Bro, it's Drake. How are you expecting anything? How are you expecting any sort of type of structure or categorization like that from somebody like Drake, who makes like strip club music and music for people who want to make love and songs like that, pretty boy rap anthems, F-boy rap anthems, things of that nature. Why would you expect that from him? Granted, he is up there. He is a so to speak gatekeeper in his own right. Some consider him the GOAT. Some people have him in their top 5. He's that his notoriety is not small, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, like I was saying, he was out for blood on this album. To be honest, like I said, there's not really a message galloping through this album at all. You know, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes. But overall, it was a good, like, it's a good album to me. It's a good album. It's I'm not gonna sit here and hate on it, you know, like everybody else does. Oh, I don't like Drake, blah blah blah. You know, the R. Kelly credit, the fact that the album doesn't have any women rappers, so to speak. Like, come on, yo, it's not that big of a deal. Drake, it's not that big of a deal. Like, Kanye hardly had any women on his album either. Like, it was mostly men, mostly. But I mean, you know, nobody will talk about that. But you know, it's just, I guess people are trying to find a reason to hate the album. But bro, if I can just get into it, like, for real, the shots on this album, man, I don't know what sort of like, I don't know, like, y'all remember when Jay Prince pretty much, like, stopped Drake from, like, making a song about Pusha T? After I listened to this whole entire album and the amount of shots on this album, I kind of thought in my head, I'm like, what would a Drake Pusha T diss song sound like? Because if this is the type of shots he's throwing towards that side, as he says, then you know, they were decent shots, but it's not, like, he kind of, it's like somebody kind of, like, halted him from really, like, going in and, like, saying what he really wanted to, like, say or whatever, as far as violation goes. Like, this man didn't even say Kanye's name throughout this damn album, as far as I could, like, research. He didn't say his name at all, but you know who he's talking about. You know who he's talking about on this album, to make it clear. But I think another interesting thing here is the way some of these songs were, like, arranged, like, as far as, like, where it is on the track list. Like, when you get to, like I feel like with the shots go from the lyrics to the track list to the album cover. I feel like this thing stretches. It stretches from just being about the lyrics, and it, like I said, it goes to the album cover, to the track listing, and then we get to the lyrics. Y'all might think I'm crazy here, but I feel like some of the song names are shots towards Kanye. Like, think about it for a second. A track like In the Bible, which, for lack of a better term, has nothing to do with any shots being taken at Kanye, right? However, the track, like the name of the track, In the Bible, you know, in the Bible, Kanye's a person who's trying to develop into, like, a Christian, as far as I know. In the Bible, la 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 la, Kanye, in the Bible, Kanye, Then we put that together, that's a shot right there, right? I feel like Pipe Down is another one. Pipe Down is another. Pipe Down is another shot being taken at Kanye. It's like, bro, shut your ass up. That's basically what he's trying to say. Like, shut your ass up. Like, stop talking. You know. Overall, like, bro, the amount of like misogyny on this album is high. If you go and listen to this album, it's like the amount of misogyny is high. Don't expect anything lyrical. Don't expect anything like groundbreaking. If you're not a fan of Drake, don't expect anything groundbreaking. You know, yeah, basically, bro. Like on Champagne Poetry, as an intro, to me, I feel like it's a lyrical, this lyrical ambiance, welcoming back Drake, pretty much. Like, yeah, nigga, I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of reminds me of like Tuscan Leather. The way you know, you have like first you have like the first beat, and he's just going in and saying what he needs to say. He got off with the first shot on the first song. He was killing it in the first song, and then beat switch up. I think the first sample of the album was like a Masego. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Masego has like there's like a sample of Masego on there. Yeah, on Poppy's Home, he's taking shots on there, but he's not just taking shots at Kanye. He's taking shots at everybody who has basically taken his formula and just taken his formula and basically ran with it and has gotten successful off that formula. You know, like, oh, now everybody wants to sing and rap. Well, your dad's back. I came back for you. You know what I'm saying? I came back for you. You know what I'm saying? I came back to let you know what it is, and who is the face card of this style that you rapping right now. You know, there's the style that you using right now, so to speak. But I thought it was pretty hilarious that Jay-Z, Travis Scott, Kid Cudi, Lil Durk, Young Thug, are all on the same album when they was just like last week on Donda. They were all on Donda, and now they're all on this album. Oh, I forgot Lil Baby. Lil Baby is on this album and Donda as well. I feel like this is like it's hilarious and weird, but mainly Jay-Z, Travis Scott, and Kid Cudi, because they're all basically supposed to be affiliated with good music, and somehow they're on a Drake album. They're on a Drake album. Yeah, it's just weird. This whole entire beef is weird to me. They're in the same text group chat or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. Rich people beef weird. I don't know. That has me scratching my head. But like I said, like the layout of this entire album, it's like from basically from track 1 to 6, that was put together pretty well to be like, mostly love songs in a sort of way, or those type of songs. And then from 7 to what is this? From 7 to 10, those are like your strip club songs, basically. And then Yeba's Heartbreak. I actually love that. I love that song. It should have been longer. No Friends in the Industry. I'll get to that in a minute. But No Friends in the Industry, Knife Talk, 7 a.m. on Brittle Path is like just shot central. Like if there wasn't really anything going on at the top part of this album, with those first like 11 songs, once you get to No Friends in the Industry and then go on to 7 a.m. on Brittle Path, that's when you just start hearing this menacing evilness going on. This menacing evilness going on from Drake. But I'll get to that in a second. So, he has songs like TSU, this like down south Houstonian theme to it with a storytelling element to it. Not too lyrical. You know what I'm saying? Not too lyrical to where he's trying to take the listeners take the listener down this deep path on the trials and tribulations of a stripper. But it is a telling story about a stripper and how basically it's a stripper he knows very well, and he tips her very well, and basically he's just talking about what she has to go through as a stripper, basically. And then it transitions into this song In Too Deep, where it has like a classic Houston sample. Obviously, if you don't know the song Get Throwed, the move to use that song is definitely going to get a mixed reception, especially like here in Houston. Like, not even just Houston, just Texas in general. Like, that's going to get like a mixed reception. A very mixed reception, because Drake has a lot of love for Houston. One might even say he was discovered in Houston, if you really go back and dig down the rabbit hole and try to do information on it. Going track by track, let's get to let's get to the shots. Let's get to like the real like shots. Like I said, this album is littered with just shots. Kanye shot. Like, it's all over this album. But the ones that mainly land are on No Friends in the Industry. It felt like this man's energy. It was an energy I didn't really foresee like the likes of this. I haven't seen since like Views. When he was doing what he was doing on Views, or Nothing Was the Same, where he was just saying what he was saying, and not Nothing Was the Same, but if you're reading this, it's too late. Sorry, that's going a little too, going a little further. But this man was taking out his frustration on No Friends in the Industry. It's like this Memphis. He managed to fit two Memphis type songs in this on this album. The first one, No Friends in the Industry, he was aiming an assault rifle at a teddy bear. This whole entire song. On 7 a.m. on Brittle Path, Um, no, not even 7 a.m. on Brittle Path, on Knife Talk, which is another Memphis sounding song. He's basically doing the same thing again, with 21 Savage on there and Project Pat. He's basically doing the same thing, taking shots. Yeah, he's just taking shots. I wish I could find the lyrics real quick so I could like show y'all. But yeah, he's just taking shots throughout. No friends in the industry to Knife Talk. No friends in the industry is actually pretty catchy. Knife Talk is more like your project. You know what I'm saying, Project Pat sounding song, because I mean it does sample Project Pat. But moving on to 7 a.m. on Brittle Path, it's more like 7 a.m. on Brittle Path is more of a Drake sounding song, but he's still taking his shots, and he even addresses the thing of his address being leaked, so to speak. So something along the lines of, he said, "Give my address to your driver and pull up instead of, entertaining the public. Come see me," basically. He's basically like, "Come see me." He's like just look at this, bro. Like, the man says, "Give that address to your driver, make it your destination. Instead of just a post out of desperation. This me reaching the deepest state of my meditation. While you over there trying to impress the nation. Minds running wild with speculation. Why the fuck we peace making, doing the explanations, if we just gonna be right back in that bitch without hesitation." It's a lot, man. And he also says, as far as the Drake era, man, we in the golden ages. Look at the total wages, and look at the heroes falling from grace in their older ages. If we talking top 3, then you been sliding the third like stolen bases. Yeah, man, he's going in on this guy, bro. He's going in on this guy. He doesn't spare no expense on other people either. Like, he's like, "You over there in the Nile, we not neck and neck. It's been a lot of years since we seen you come and correct. Man, fuck her respectfully. I just want my respect." That's a shot at Justin LaBoy. But this is the one that got me, bro. This is the one where I'm like, God, he is not playing with this nigga. He said, "You niggas hot to them little kids. You ain't famous to me. Told you I'm aiming straight for the head, not aiming to please. I could give a fuck about who designing your sneakers and tees. Have somebody put you on a gilding. You play with my seed." But the worst thing they could have did was, the worst thing in the world. I'm feeling like those that tweet or Instagram he did where he was like, "I only have 24 bars left." This song was the 24 bars that he had left. This is the song he wanted to turn in to give and let it be known. But like, yeah, it was just like it like the little moments where it was just like a bunch of shots were just basically like it was just basically self-explanatory, bro. Just self-explanatory in my opinion. Um, so getting to like the fair trade song, going back to that real quick. Um, let me see here. Let me see. Okay, so I got Travis Scott on this track, and he's playing for like I got Travis Scott on. Look, so, and in my mind, if I'm Drake, I'm like, this is a shot within itself to have. Like I said before, this is a shot within itself to have Travis Scott on this album, and it's like I got Travis Scott on this track, and he plays for the other team, and the hook stretches this sub shot out more. He says, "Losing friends, finding peace." That sounds like a fair trade to me. It's so like introvert. Like I'm cool if I never make any more friends. You know, that impact emotional ticket price attached to my celebrity. You know, like in the 48 laws of power, it states that you show yourself to the world and display your talents. You naturally stir all kinds of resentment, envy, and other manifestations. Insecurity. You cannot spend your life worrying about the petty feelings of others. Drake is using his words to let you know through this album and not through social media that he has hit his epiphany and found his conclusion to certain things. Like, to make matters worse, Drake goes on his before I even get into that, just overall with this album. This album is good if you're a Drake fan. If you're a Drake fan, you will love this album. If you're not a Drake fan, you might be a little annoyed by this album because you're probably expecting a rap album strictly, or a strictly R&B album, which I don't think we'll ever get. I don't think we'll ever get. The closest thing I've ever gotten to something that I wanted from Drake was probably maybe what is that? Take Care, where it was half R&B, half rap. You know, even though that wasn't his all of those tracks weren't his to begin with, because it was like half of the Weeknd's album. But I mean, that's probably the last time where I got like a variety where I actually wanted that, you know. And this gives you that variety. But I mean, like the variety, like a strict just R&B album, which that, you know, that'll never happen, or an album where it's just like rap, like bars. You won't never get that either. But for what it is, it's good for what it is. If you're a Drake fan, if you're a casual fan, you will hate this. You will hate the fact that this singing nigga is taking shots at somebody like Kanye West. You know, but if you're a mega Drake fan, you'll love this. If you're a Kanye fan, you will absolutely probably hate this. But all in all, I think the winner of this beef is just the fans at the end of the day. Every fan, regardless whether you're a Kanye fan or a Drake fan, y'all are the real winners. Y'all are the real winners. So I mean, but as far as it goes with like Donda versus this, I know I said that, like, you know, I didn't really like Donda, and that was on like maybe a third listen, because that album is for this album, this album was long. This album was just as long as Donda. Probably even maybe a little less, in time length, but essentially this is a long album. A lot of features here. Just like there's a lot of features on Donda. The only thing that I would say he actually got right about the, like, as far as like comparing the two, he got right that, hey, I'm gonna stay in my lane and do what I do best. That's what Drake figured out. I'm gonna stay in my lane and do what I do best. I'm not about to go outside of singing or rapping about females, misogyny, strippers. I'm just basically gonna do what I do. Now with Donda, Kanye tried to give us gospel, rap, R&B, stadium music, and he tried to put all that together to give us this album. And it kind of like falls a little flat because, I mean, like I said, there are songs I love on Donda. Like Jail Part 1 and 2, I love it. God Breathed on this, 24, Jonah, and probably like maybe five or six other songs. But my problems with that album go hand in hand with this album as far as like features. It's too many features. The length. This album is long as hell. Like, you could have like either chopped this down or made it like a, because at the end of the day, both of these albums are basically double discs. Like, you could have, like, I don't know, you could have basically released two projects at once or made it like a double disc, something like that. So, but yeah, like I said, if you love it, if you're a fan of Drake, you'll love this album. If you're a casual fan of Drake, you'll love this album. If you're just somebody who's a casual rap fan, you'll probably hate this, and you'll probably trash it and drag it and find every reason to just slander this album. But it's what Drake does. This is his type of forte, and this is for a certain type of audience, and that primary audience is women, not men, women. And yeah, that's the end of this album review. I hope I didn't like stutter or talk too long or anything like that. If you liked it, hey, give me a like, and if you didn't, it's okay. Just, you don't have to watch the whole entire video. But if you did make it through, I appreciate you. And what did you think about the album? Put it down in the comments. Let me know. And I am out. Y'all take it easy, man.